So, hi there everybody, great to be with you all again. So, hi there Human, lovely to have you. So, next stream is tomorrow. The next stream is tomorrow, which will be Saturday the 27th of April at 1 PM UK time. Hi there to Bogdan as well. Hi there to Human from Iran. So let's see, hi to Human, hi to Bogdan, hi to Slipknot, hi to Oksana, hi to White Stripes, hi to Vitali, hi to Manji, it's lovely to have you Manji, hi to Oksana and hi to Renyard, and hi to Adam and Salma, and hi there to Javi, and to Patricia, and to Manisco, and I think that's it for the moment. Well, no. And Mohammed, welcome Mohammed. And Manu, buenos días. Encantado que hayas venido aquí. So, Tenerife. Pues aquí lloviendo a cántaros. So, a very good afternoon to all of you. So, hey ho, let's go. And yes, definitely. Whoops. Let's try this. My kids never listen to my advice. There are two ways of doing this. We need to do more than holding hands, and I'm very impatient. Hi Julia in Myanmar. Smash the like button. Okay, so that's the easy answer, Adam. Pay attention to. So you need to know as well. Well done, Vitali. Heed. That's the word. Okay, so no attention to. Pay no attention to. My kids seldom. Oh, I actually like that. My kids seldom heed my advice. No heed to. Good, Manji. That was good, Manji. My kids pay no heed to. That was great, Manji. Well done, Adam. Pay no attention to. Salma. So notice, Mohammed. I really like seldom because my kids seldom heed my advice. You can do it in 2 words, Mohammed. So, well done, Human. Pay no attention to. Yes, Julia. Pay no heed. Pay no attention. Pay no heed to. That's it, Manji. Seldom pay attention to my advice. My kids pay no heed to my advice. Good, Hadi. Welcome, Hadi. Ever no attention to my advice. It doesn't work. You're getting into a mess of negatives, Javi. My kids don't ever pay. My kids don't ever pay attention. Do not ever pay. Pay little heed to my advice. That's nice, Patricia. So, let's see, Renyard. Pay not the slightest attention to. Pay not the slightest attention to my advice. Take no heed of my advice. Yes. Good. Heed is a really good word, Bogdan, and heed is the word I was looking for here. Pay scant attention to my advice. Scant is good. Pay no attention to. Well done, Slipknot. Pay attention to my words. It was bread and butter with my children. Okay. Pay no mind to. No mind works as well. Okay, it's a great word. Pay not the slightest attention. So, my children, my kids, I've got to write Mohammed's version because it's really good with seldom. My kids seldom heed my advice. Okay, but here my kids pay no heed to my advice. Whoops. So, okay. no heed to my advice. Heed is to listen to somebody's words, to pay attention. Okay, so to follow somebody's advice. So I tell you how to do things, and you need to heed my words. Yeah? My kids disregard my advice unabashedly. Yes, well done, Mohammed. I love it. My kids seldom heed my advice. It's a very neat way of doing it. Okay, so to heed, to pay attention to, pay heed to. My kids don't ever take my advice on board. That's very good, Vitali. Let's try. It also works. Yes, exactly. My kids never heed my advice. It's perfect. My kids never heed my advice. I'm going to write that. My kids never heed my advice. Not the style here. Okay, so expose, no. Show blunt disregard. Show, Renyard. Show would be a good word. That pay the duck's attitude to my advice. Okay, it is essential that it be done. Good. It is paramount that this be done. Very good, Adam. Very good, Vitali. Well done, Oksana. Essential for today. Good, Human. My kids make short shrift of my advice. Oh, I love short shrift. Short shrift is not paying attention. That's a really good phrase. This shrift comes from that verb shrive from the other day. Pay short shrift. Make short shrift of. So it is essential that this be done. That this get done. I love it, Mohammed. Get as well. It is essential that it be done. This needs a subjunctive, Julia. It's essential, so it's essential for this to be done. It is essential that this be done. Similar structure with less. Absolutely, Bogdan. It is of paramount importance that this be done. It is of paramount importance that this be done. Here. Give no ears to my advice. It would probably be lend would be better. Lend me your ears and I'll sing you a song. My kid, don't lend their ears. Hi, Nina. It is essential that I have it done. I love it, Nina. That's very nice. That this be done is essential. And hey, presto. It's essential that this should be done. Yes, Renyard, should as well. Okay, so it's essential that this should be done. To have get done, to have this done, to get this done is essential. I love it. I love the way you're putting in causatives with this. Okay. Did anything seem unusual to you? Strike. Pay heed to the paramount. Pay heed to this fantastic word. Well done, Manu. Okay, did anything strike you as unusual? I like that odd. That odd word's really nice, White Stripes. Okay, well done, Bogdan. Didn't you think it's strange? That's good, Nina, as well. Well done, White Stripes. I love that word odd. Okay, strike you as strange. Good, Vitali. Okay, well done, Oksana. As bizarre, grotesque, unusual. Strike any imbalance. But, were there any imbalances that struck you? Strike you as unusual. Good, Manji. Well done, Manji. Did anything strike? So, strike you as unusual. Odd. Odd is unusual. Odd is a word for strange, Human. Okay, this is odd. This is unusual. Did anything strike you as out of the ordinary? You need a you, Vitali, but yes. Did anything strike you as strange? Good, Adam. Peculiar would work as well. Strike you as eccentric. Normally people are eccentric, but it could be. My kids gave my advice a deaf ear and a thumbs down to boot, like the disobedient brats that they are, and chips off the old block. Did you find anything strange? Odd's a lovely word, so did anything strike you as odd? The odd word I really like. Did anything strange happen today? Did anything strike you as unusual? Yeah, unusual, peculiar, strange, weird, odd. Okay, let's go for the next one. Okay, we see this sort of thing almost every day in the newspaper. Day. Hardly. Singular. Yes. Pasó algo. Pasó algo raro. Te chocó algo. Te chocó algo. Había algo raro. Algo chocante. Hi, Soraya. What an unusual night it had been. And what an unusual night it was. Okay, had been says before something else. Before something else. The had been is saying before something else happened. Whereas, what an unusual night it was yesterday. What an unusual night it had been up to that point. So, was there anything that came across as being out of the ordinary to you? Good, Vitali. Did anything strike against the grain to you? I would probably say, did anything strike you as against the grain? Good, Oksana, well done. So, Mohammed, hardly a day. Notice what Oksana's done, Mohammed. Hardly a day passes. You're there. So, hardly is this sort of thing overlooked in the newspapers. Yes, it works, Nina. I would probably say hardly ever. Hardly does a day go by without something like this being documented. Like something like this documented in the newspaper. That's good, White Stripes. Every day we see this sort of thing. Did anything strike you as unseemly or out of the way? That's lovely. Hardly a day passes by that we see it in the newspapers. That's very good, Vitali. Hardly a day passes by that we see it in the newspaper. Yeah, that's good. Hardly. So, Mohammed, hardly a day. Hardly a day. Or hardly does a day. I like that. Hardly does a day is even better, Renyard. Hardly does a day pass without us seeing this news in the papers. Well done, Renyard. And Soroya, hardly a day passes without these sort of things. Hardly ever every day can I see. Doesn't quite work, Manu. Try again. Hardly a single day passes by that. I would say hardly a single day passes by without. You need the without, Manji. Hardly ever had a day seen this sort of thing every day in the newspaper. No, not hardly no day. So hubby, hardly is already negative. So hardly a day is it. Hardly a day is there that this sort of thing doesn't pop up in the newspaper. Hardly, so Patricia, hardly a day goes by without it being talked about in the newspapers. Good, Patricia. Hardly a day goes by without it being talked about. Oh, that's lovely. A lovely structure, Patricia. Oksana is extraordinary, yes. But Mohammed, there are lots of people here with extraordinary English. Hardly a day passes when this sort of thing would not happen. Hi, Suzanne, lovely to see you. So, White Stripes, hardly a day passes by, but doesn't work in this, without us seeing. Hardly a day goes by without my pining for his touch. That's lovely, Patricia. So, I'm going to add Vitali's inversion. Hardly does a day go by without this being in the newspapers. This sort of thing being in the newspapers. Enjoy yourself, Suzanne. Hi, R. Lovely to have you. Thank you. Okay, so hardly does a day go by without this sort of thing being published. Hardly a day. Almost again, it's better, Manu. So hardly does a day go by. Hardly a day goes by. From an alien science fiction. Thank you. Okay, and yes. The student asked that the troublemaker be expelled. 2. This one's the other way round. Notice the be expelled. Ask that plus present subjunctive. I ask that you be here early. The students asked that the troublemaker be expelled. Well done, Bogdan. That's what I was looking for, because I wanted to repeat this idea of 4 plus noun, 2 plus verbs. How can I be jealous, Suzanne? It's your life, you have to decide. Good work, Vitali, for the troublemakers to be expelled. Good, Vitali. Okay, that's a subjunctive, Mohammed. Ask that the troublemakers be told off, but we need a 2. Ask the troublemaker. So notice Oksana asked for the troublemaker to be expelled. You need the 4, Oksana. Well done, Julia. For the troublemaker to be rusticated. Great word, rusticated. Kicked out of the school. Being bandied about in the newspapers with prurient frequency. I love it. Okay, that the troublemaker be expelled. For the troublemaker to be sacked. Well done, Manu. Well done, Manu. Asked for the troublemaker to be expelled. Well done, Habi. Asked to have the troublemaker expelled. That works as well. That works as well, Nina. That's very good. Asked for the troublemaker to be expelled. Asked for the troublemaker, Hadi. Good. I'm glad you've learnt this lesson. Ask for the troublemaker to be expelled. But jealousy is being jealous doesn't mean that you love someone. If you're jealous, you're only thinking about yourself. That's not real love. So ask for the troublemaker to be expelled. Asked for the troublemaker to be expelled or rusticated. The students asked for the troublemaker to be expelled. Good, Oksana. Asked the troublemaker, asked for the troublemaker to be given the gate. Asked for the troublemaker to be dismissed. So ask for, my code's definitely better. Subjunctive mood to indicative mood. Yes, Mohammed, exactly. I'm nearly always going from indicative to subjunctive, but this one's the other way round. So let's try the next one. He left, whoops. He left the other runners behind. That he be expelled. Yes, it does, definitely. Definitely, Rainyard. So I asked that he be expelled. That's the formal subjunctive one, Rainyard. But I asked for the troublemaker to be expelled. That's less formal. They both fit, Rainyard. So there you go, Suzanne. For the troublemaker to be shown the door. Good. Good, Mohammed. That's great. So well done, Bitali. Hi, comments. Lovely to have you, comments. Paced behind him, no. Because to pace is to take large paces. He paced up and down the room. Doesn't work, Mohammed. Here. So, Bogdan, you could say the other runners were off the pace. Almost, Julia. Were outpaced by him. Well done, Soroya. Were outpaced by him. Well done. Well done, White Stripes. Well done, Soroya. Outshine the target. Yes. And I will inspire him to be jealous of me. You've got it absolutely, Patricia. Lost their pace. So Manu couldn't keep pace with him. So you're there, Manu. Well done, Lionheart. Welcome. Couldn't keep up. So couldn't, almost again. Failed to keep pace with him. Manji. Yes. The other failed to keep up the pace. Were behind the pace. Yes. Were outpaced by him. The other runners could not keep pace with him. They couldn't keep pace with him. Atheist, lovely to see you. Welcome. Okay, the other runners couldn't keep pace with him. That's what I'm probably looking for, although there are other answers here that work quite nicely as well. Okay, and that's it, Hadi. The other runners failed, ED, to keep pace with him. The other runners failed to keep pace with him. Good, Hadi. The other runners were pipped at the post. They couldn't keep up with him. Absolutely, Bogdan. They couldn't keep up with him. Yes, the one with the thick weave. It's quite cold today. That's why. Only my problem with white is I get it dirty in about 12 seconds. So the accident, that accident could have happened to me. Well done, Vitali. But by or but for. Hi, Philippe. There by the grace of God go I. Yes, that works, Philippe. Well done, Mohammed. Well done, Bogdan. By the luck of God. There was God forbidden. Okay, so, well, let's see. There, but by the grace of God go I from Vitali, which is great. There, by the grace of God go I, from Philippe works as well. There, but for the grace of God go I. Well done, Mohammed. There, but by the grace of God go I. Well done, Bogdan. I love the inversion in this. Both, Mohammed, but by the grace of God, but for the grace of God. For me, normally, but for the grace of God. But you can also say, but by the grace of God. There, but for the grace of God go I. Well done, Nina. There, but for or but by, Patricia. You need one of them. Pipped at the post. Yes, it works. Comments. But for God, it could have happened to me. Okay, it works. It works, Renyard. There, but for the grace of God go I. Well done. There, but for the mercy of God. Okay, I think mercy would work as well, but... Off-white or buff, yes. But for the shake of God. There was the accident. Had the God forbidden happened to me. No, Julia. So, there... Thick cotton weave is also good. So there, but for, but by the grace of God go I. There, but for the grace of God. There, by the grace of God go I. But that's because it's an inversion, Soraya. Here I is the subject, even if it's the last word. Yes. It is the subject, even though it's the last word. Okay, I've got one atheist. I've got a video about interviews. Yeah, an example interview. Have a look at that one. That tells you there are various videos out there about me. So there, but for the grace of God go I. It's an inversion. Go I. It could have happened to me, but thankfully I was in the right place at the right time. It's lovely, Bogdan. That's really good. Let's try another one. I'm going to ask him to prove his claim. I am going to ask him to prove his claim. I'm going to ask him to prove his claim. Well done, Vitali. Well done, Nina. Well done, Bogdan. Enough of the God stuff by the grace. Okay, comments. Well done, White Stripes. Well done, Lionheart. Well done, Atheist. Well done, Hadi. Well done, Adam. Call his bluff. Call my bluff. Call your bluff. Not a bluff. You call somebody's bluff. So notice. Call somebody's bluff. It's an idiom, yes. Call his... So, call his bluff. Good, Oksana. Yes, Human. I'm going to call his bluff. Good, Philippe. Bien fait. Call his bluff. I'm going to call his bluff. You don't need to his claim. Okay, I'm going to call his bluff about his claim. Call out his bluff. That would sound more American, but yes, Patricia. I'm going to call his bluff. Definitely, hubby. Ask him to substantiate his bluff. Yes, Renyard, it works. In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. To call his bluff. Very good, Manu. Call his bluff. Well done, Manji. Call him out on his words. Or you could just say, I'm going to call him out. I am going to call him out. Notice this is very American. Time is hard times, atheist. I'm sorry to hear that. Call his bluff. Usual game cards. Este es un farol. Sí, deja de farolear. But Soraya, these sessions are really difficult. This is as hard as it gets. Stripped till he bears his naked heart, lock, stock and barrel. I love it, Patricia. So I'm going to, whoops, bear with me. I'm going to call his bluff. I'm going to call his bluff. So they've been getting rich by overcharging people. They've been getting rich by overcharging people. They've been getting rich by overcharging people. So, lining, to line. The lining is the inside bit. Very good, White Stripes. Well done. Well done, Vitali. Good work, both of you. Yeah, they have been, definitely. They have been lining their pockets. Good, Julia. They have been lining their pockets with money by overcharging people. Yes, Oksana. Lining. The lining is the interior part, the inside bit, the textile. You have a jacket and you've got an external textile, but you open it and there's a different textile inside. That's the lining, the internal cover. Human. So well done, atheist. Lining their pockets. Good, Lionheart. Well done, Manu. The white of the pullover goes with the grey of the hair. Have been lining up. Not lining up. To line up is to put in line. To line, forar. Meter un foro. Javi. Okay, they've been lining their pockets. They've been making the inside of their pockets comfortable. Lining their pockets. Good, Manji. Lining their pockets. Not up, Bogdan. So my jacket is lined with silk. Lining your pocket is thievery. Filling their pockets, yes. They've been feathering their nests. Okay, it's not line up. To line up is to put in line. Deep pockets, that's the idea. Overcharging people in debt. Overcharging with G. Can't think of it directly, Oksana. They've been lining their pockets like nobody's business. Haggling over the price of the goat. I hope it was a live goat. Okay, hair. Okay, so they have been lining their pockets by overcharging people. Okay, they've been lining their pockets by overcharging people. And let's try one more, and this will be the last one for today. This machine often breaks down. Apt. Silver lining, it's a silver interior. Every cloud has a silver lining. So the outside of the cloud is grey. Soraya. The outside is grey. But if you open it up and look inside, the lining, the cover inside is made of silver. Gazump. To gazump is to offer more money than somebody else has offered, particularly after somebody has accepted. Gouge. Gouge is good. Gouge is definitely good, Nina. I like gazump as well. They've been getting rich by ripping people off. Gouge, to gouge, definitely. Well done, Bogdan. Well done, Vitali. Is apt to break down. Good, Nina. Is apt to break down. Well done, Manji. Is apt to break down. This is apt to breaking up quite often. Breaking down. Is apt to break down. I would accept the ing as well, Habby. I think it's more common with an infinitive, but it could be an ing. Is apt to break down. Is apt to malfunctioning. Have some blue or ginger highlights introduced in the hair will look hot. Is apt to break down. Well done, Philippe. Gazump is the opposite of gazunder. Yes. Is apt to break down. Is apt to break down. Lining. Well, in this case, exploitation, but it's very different. Is apt to be defective. Good, Adam. Is apt to play up. Good, Hadi. This machine is apt to break down. It's broken very often, so this machine is apt to break down. Apt. So, apt has two completely different meanings. Is apt to glitching. I love that, glitching. Apt means appropriate. So, the comment that he made was apt, was appropriate. But apt to do something means to have a tendency to do something. So, I don't know, I'm apt to have class early in the morning. Okay, to be apt to do something, it means you have a tendency to do something. But if something is apt, something is appropriate. And before we finish, I want to... Liable to, yes, very good, Lando. Lovely to see you. So, gazump. I love this word, gazump. Is an apt example of what it means to be useless. Okay, this is an apt example, yes. So, to gazump is when somebody says, do you want 10,000 quid for your car, 10,000 pounds for your car? And you say, yeah, okay, that sounds great. And then somebody else comes up and says, do you want 11,000 quid for your car? And you say, hey, yes. And you take the 11,000, not the 10,000. Okay, that's to gazump. To fleece. Okay, to gouge. Is prone to break down. Yes, Julia. Metal rimmed glasses. With the weave of the pullover. Is apt to malfunction. That's good, Mohammed. So, enough for today, ladies and gentlemen. So, let's... Okay, so next stream is tomorrow, which is Saturday, which is the 27th of April at 1 p.m. UK time. He has an aptitude to sing, an aptitude for singing. So, he has an aptitude for singing. Well done, all of you. It's been great. Hair, dye my hair. I like it grey. I don't like makeup and things like that. I like to be as I am. So it's been wonderful to be with all of you. So I hope to see you all tomorrow. And thank you for coming, all of you. It's been absolutely great seeing you. So thank you to Adam and Bogdan and Comments and Lionheart and Hadi and Human. Thank you to Javi and Julia and Lando. Thank you to Philippe and Manjira. Thank you to Manu and Mohammed and Nina. Thanks to Oksana and Patricia and Renyard and Soroya and Suzanne and Vitali and to White Stripe. So thank you all for coming. It's been great having you. Okay, so it was a hot stream but not hard. So it was hot but not hard enough. It's been great. Well done. So take care all of you, and I hope to see you all tomorrow. So